Hi everyone, welcome. In this video series, Using Love to Make the World a Better Place, we are going to focus on seeing the best in people, seeing the positive attributes of people and connecting to that energy, because everyone we come into contact with in some way or another is a version of us, is a reflection of us. So how do we tap into that energy of understanding and kindness, of being in gratitude for all the different manifestations of someone, and understanding that they are part of us, and the things that we don't like about them, how do we reconcile them within us or within yourself, and how do we attach more readily to the things that we do like about them. So this is an essence of a conversation or a focus on unconditional love, the kind of love where you're not judging the situation and being critical of someone, but you're understanding that everyone has faults, everyone has positives and negatives to their personality, to their spirit, to their souls, that they are trying to reconcile or attempting to reconcile here on earth. And it is part of us connecting to each other and helping each other through that process that allows us to come into a space that is balanced. And it doesn't mean that everything is going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that everybody is going to be at the same flow. But what it does do is introduce the possibility that you can get there if you want to. So what do you need to know about this? This is about considering your foundation. Where are you coming from when we're talking about love? What does love mean to you? What does seeing the positive attributes of someone, of the persons in your life, the partnerships, the connections that you make, and this could relate to the partnerships that you have at work or in your circle, or romantic connections. What does that mean to you? What does love mean to you? What does it mean to receive love? What does it mean to be in a space of love? And how do you see yourself when you're in love? How do you behave when you're in love? How do you behave when you're not in love? What is it that you're looking for if you're single? What is your foundation? And your foundation starts with you. It starts knowing who you are. It starts understanding who you are, and processing that information and reconciling your shadow aspects. And by shadow aspects, I mean, have you been in a state where you've been broken by love and you need to rebuild yourself and remember the king or the queen that you are? Where you need to remember that everybody has faults, and the thing that you attracted at that moment wasn't to just break you for the sake of breaking you, but it was to help you to grow, to help you to flourish, to get into another level. Even though at that moment it was devastating, probably it was heartbreaking, but it is there to help you to continue to grow, to build, and to be your best version. And your best version is what brings value to your life, what allows you to be joyous even though in the moments things may not be perfect, what allows you to find joyous moments in your reality as well as within yourself. So that is constructing a foundation, and constructing a foundation that is solid rather than has cracks in it, that has potholes, and that constantly need to be redone or touch up, rather than having, a foundation that's constantly cracking and you plugging holes there. It's time to really go through that healing process and rebuild. So this is what this help energy is helping you. When you understand that everyone is a reflection of you and you prepare yourself to heal, you start to build a foundation where there aren't holes that you are constantly plugging, that manifest themselves in relationships that don't work out, in relationships where you feel victimized. Rather, it starts to reflect or connect with relationships where you feel empowered, where you feel like you are deserving of the person and the person is deserving of you, that comes into your life. And it allows you to set boundaries. It allows you to say, you know what, this is not working for me, so I need to be able to move on and be in the present moment and dream of a future that is, that is reminiscent of what it is that I have built, what it is that I've put my hard work into, the energy that I've used to heal my foundation, to make it something solid that I can depend on. And as I mentioned before, that helps you to stay present, that helps you to create the relationship that you want, so you don't fall back into patterns when it comes to love and the partnerships that you're attracting. And that can be friendships too. We always talk about romantic love and heartbreak, but sometimes those heartbreaks are platonic relationships. They're relationships with family members, friends, that we thought these people had our backs and they didn't for whatever reason. And it is about coming out of that space and saying, you know what, it happened. It was something that I needed to learn, because it was a part of me that I was neglecting, and it came to me in a physical manifestation, and I dealt with it, I released it, I healed it, and now I have gained really good things in my life. I have gained a perspective where I am open to love. I am constantly pouring love out into the world, and I set boundaries. I don't let people walk over me. I don't put myself in situations where I'm constantly being tested and constantly having to rebuild different foundations in order to fit myself into a relationship or into a partnership with someone. And that is something that really allows you to release preconceived notions about your relationships, because you're no longer basing everything on the relationships from the past that put you in a pain, but you're basing your current attraction to a relationship based on the things that bring you love, based on the things that bring you kindness, based on the relationships that continue to nurture and help you to evolve and grow and be a person of value in the relationship, as well as continue to attract relationships of value to you. All right, I don't want to keep this going, although we can really deep dive into the situation, into seeing those opportunities of love. I'm going to try to keep these videos into a 10-minute time frame. So let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments section, what does love mean to you? How have you experienced love? And how are you working on your foundation so that you can be a vessel for love and still be able to put your warrior suit on and know that nobody can, you don't allow just anybody to penetrate or just anybody to be in your space, because there are people who are going to be attracted to this vibration that is beautiful, that is singing and full of light and energy, and it is balanced. So they're going to gravitate towards you too. But now you know to say, no, this is not what I want. This is not what works. This no longer works for me. And then you come to a space of patience and say, I am willing to wait for what I deserve. I am willing to wait for the value that I've put into myself, for the reflection of that to physically manifest into someone else. All right? I love you. Take care of yourself. Think about this. Comment below and let me know how this was helpful to you. I love to read your comments. I love to connect with you and get to know you on a different level, because I know this is a digital platform and we're talking to each other, but I'm connecting with you on an energetic level because I'm putting this message out there. And before I go, consider liking the video, sharing it, and subscribing to the channel, because this is how you help me get a broader audience and put the energy out there to more people so they can recognize their value and start to heal themselves and create foundations that are structured and supportive and really dynamic and helpful to their growth and their development. And the more of us do this, the more we'll be able to attract the kind of relationships that we want. All right, again, from a technical perspective, this is allowing the YouTube algorithm to know that this is relevant. So share it again, like the content, and leave me comments. And also at the end of the video, I will be posting some of my jewelry if you want to support me that way. I don't think you can see it here, but I will be posting that, pictures of that, and you can link to my website and check that information out too. That's another way you can help me. But honestly, the cheapest way that doesn't cost you anything other than your time and listening to this video, and your time is valuable, so I really appreciate that, is liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel and putting on the bell, because that allows you, or that notifies you when I put up new content. Again, I love you, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.